Welcome back, everybody, to the Seattle Sonics MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K22. Today, we're going to kick off the second round of the postseason against the Rockets. We're coming off our sweep against the Denver Nuggets, winning Game 3 by 50. Game 4 was a little bit closer. We ended up running away with that one late. I think our team is in a good spot. After not playing all that well in Game 1, we pretty much steamrolled through the rest of the series against Denver. We're well rested. We're ready and prepared to go up against a Houston Rockets team who's coming off a long 7-game series in the first round against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Both of these teams were quite banged up. The Timberwolves were without Chris Middleton for the second half of that series, and they've been without Anthony Edwards since early February. In Houston, it hasn't been much better. Jalen Green got injured 5 minutes into Game 1. He pulled his left calf muscle and will be out 4 to 6 weeks most likely. So chances are he will not play in this series, which is a big deal. Isaki McDaniels has taken the role as the number one scorer, and they've relied on guys like Darius Winston and KJ Martin to really step up. Tim Hardaway, Usman Garuba, Jackson Hayes, and Alperen Şengün are also averaging double figures per game. We played these guys last year in the conference finals, but they're a very different team. No healthy Jalen Green, no more Brandon Ingram, no more Davion Mitchell, and those were their top 3 guys last year, and all of them are either on different teams or, in Jalen Green's case, unavailable. So here we go, Game 1 of the second round of the postseason. As the Sonics turn it over early, here comes Houston on the fast break. Darius Winston hits the triple. He is taking the role as the lead scoring guard. He's not much of a playmaker, but he can put the ball in the bucket just like that man can. Oscar J. Basilin, who gets his first points of this postseason series with a nice reverse slam. 4-3 score. Here comes Wright. He gets the and one. It's Story called for the foul. Great play by DeLon Wright, the veteran, starting at point guard today, as it's 6-4. Story on the mid-ranger hits the shot. Kyril Story usually has not played that well up until the fourth quarter of games where he goes ballistic, so hopefully he can play well early today. Here comes Winston with the throwdown. Nice dunk for Darius Winston. Pretty back and forth start so far. Neither side really taking control as Winston has it again. That was good defense by Chukwu Mareji, but Winston read the play, went for the layup. Now it's 10-8. There's Story with the throwdown. A 360 slam for Kyril Story, who has 8 of Seattle's 10 points up to this point. He's been very good. The rest of the team's been pretty mediocre as he is blocked. Alperen Şengün sends that one to the sidelines. The Sonics call time. They've got to figure it out on offense because right now it's a one-man show. Story's out of the game. They need these other guys to step up. Oscar gets the screen from Buzz, tries to lob it up to him, and it goes in. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but it does the job. Nice block by Buzz down low on Winston. Buzz then sends a dime for Lawson, who gets it to Dumas in the corner, who misses the 3, but Reddish gets back to the basket, gets the putback in the and one. It's Jackson Hayes called for the foul. Great play there by a couple of guys. Buzz not only with the block, but getting the ball quickly and sending a great pass. Phenomenal putback there by Reddish for the and one. Hopefully the second unit can give Seattle some good minutes as Oscar J. Basilin is open in the corner. He hits for triple. Nice shot for Oscar, and now the Sonics are starting to build a nice lead. They are up by 6. KJ Martin, the son of former top draft pick Kenyon Martin, with the slam. 18-14. Dumas off the screen, drives inside, and throws it down. Both teams put it on a dunk show at the moment as it's 20-14. Seattle back up by 6. Here comes Sekou Doumbouya with the and one. Former first-round pick of the Detroit Pistons. The freshman, cuts the lead in half. Now it's 22-17. Here's Doumbouya. Has it stripped away by Oscar J. Basilin. 2-on-1 opportunity. Oscar's going to take it himself for the and one poster. He had Smith open in the corner, but Oscar was going to the basket like a freight train and wanted to make that play on his own. 27-17. Winston's shot at the buzzer will not fall. A great end of the first quarter here for the Sonics. It was pretty close throughout, but Seattle went on a nice run there towards the end of the quarter. The defense was really good the past 5 or so minutes. We'll see if Seattle can keep it rolling here in the second quarter as Brandon Clark has his stuff snuffed by Jalen Smith. Seattle's defense appears to be on fire right now. Tim Hardaway Jr. with the screen from Şengün. He goes inside. No good. Şengün gets it back. Good passing by the Rockets. Hardaway for 3. No good. Houston's offense is just looking terrible right now. They have not scored yet in the second quarter. Neither is Seattle until that play. Nice dunk for Buzz, who has 6 points and 9 boards as that shot is blocked. Seattle is snuffing everything right now. Then on the other end, here's Kyril Story. Does a little dance on Hardaway with the fadeaway. Ooh! Smooth shot for Kyril Story. He's got 10. And it's now 31-17, and things are getting worse and worse for the Rockets, who still have not scored in the second quarter. Terrible shot selection, bad foul at the end of a play by Hardaway. Houston's shot selection's been miserable in this second quarter, and every time they take a half-decent shot, it gets blocked. 14-point game. There's Chukwuemeka with the slam, his first basket of the game. It's a 16-point game. Seattle's offense has finally woken up here in the second quarter. Houston is not. They have still not scored in the second quarter, and we're over halfway through now as Cam Reddish hits the mid-ranger, and it's 35-17. Following Seattle possession, Story inside for Reddish. Pump fake. He got it, and the Sonics are up by 20. We're over 5 minutes into the second quarter, and the Rockets still have not scored. Winston on the midi. Finally. That was the 16th shot the Rockets have taken in the second quarter, and they finally got one to go in. But Houston is now down by 20, so they've got some work to do as Winston goes off the screen, hits for triple. Darius Winston's really the only guy who's been scoring the ball at all today for the Rockets, and he's been inefficient, but he's been better than everybody else. There's Oscar J. Vasilin on the step-back three. That'll bring the game back within 20. Now it's an 18-point game. Dumas with a great pass to Oscar, to Reddish, back to Oscar for three. I don't think Oscar should have made that pass to Reddish, but Reddish was smart enough to know that Oscar had enough room to hit the shot, which he did. 24-45, Giddey lobs it up for Jalen Smith. Seattle continuing to extend the lead as they're now up by 26. The Rockets have 7 points this quarter. Winston denied by Smith, but it's put back in by Jackson Hayes. 26-50. Here is Smith inside. He will miss the shot. Rebounded by Reddish, who gets another putback. Cam Reddish giving the Sonics some great minutes off the bench as it's 28-52. Oscar J. Vasilin beats the buzzer. Nice shot for Oscar, and it's 54-28. The Rockets scored 11 in the second quarter, all of which came within the last 4 minutes. Houston is barely shooting over 20% in the first half. There was a game in the first round where the Nuggets scored 29 at halftime. I didn't think we could see worse than that, but here we are. Into the third quarter, much of the same early on. Oscar J. Vasilin hits another three. He continues to score the ball at a very high level. Oscar, of course, did not play in the series last year in the Western Conference Finals against the Rockets. He was out with his ankle injury. Isaki McDaniels hits the three, his first basket of the game. You hope your 32-point-per-game scorer would have gotten a basket earlier than that. Giddey, no good. Rebounded by Buzz, who now has double-digit rebounds. Gets the hook shot to go in, and it's 31-59. Here comes DeLon Wright inside, tightly guarded by Giddey. Nice layup. The Rockets know they have a lot of work to do, but they still have time, so maybe they can pull off a comeback, but not when you're leaving Seattle wide open like that. Josh Giddey, who honestly kind of struggled in that first series against the Nuggets, hits for triple. He's still taking some time to adjust after missing a large portion of the season. Oh my goodness, hum-diddly-dee! Kenyon Martin Jr. with the windmill to bring the lead all the way down to 27. Buzz immediately looking to answer back as he misses, grabs his own rebound, gets another putback. Buzz now the double-double, 10 points, 12 boards. 37-68, Seattle continuing to extend the lead as Martin hits the open three. The Rockets' offense is looking, dare I say, better in the third quarter. I mean, it doesn't really say much as Lawson gets the nice slam. Lorenzo Lawson had a really impressive first-round series against the Nuggets. I thought he gave some really strong minutes as it's 42-70. Here's Oscar J. Vasilin, screen from Chukwuemeka. Oscar flies inside. Nice pass, nice finish to the big fella. Uzoma Chukwuemeka brings the lead back up to 30. Lob attempt for Martin unsuccessful. Seattle looking to run the floor, and they lob it back to the big fella, Uzoma Chukwuemeka. Great ball movement on that possession by Seattle. Great finish at the rim by Uzoma, who really played well against the Nuggets in the first round as Devontae Graham misses the three. That'll wrap up the third. It is a blowout. 28-point lead here for Seattle. This game's over. We don't need to show the fourth quarter. Seattle would maintain their lead. They end up winning this game by 51 points. They take it home here, 129-78. No contest here in Game 1. I think Houston was a little bit tired from their last series against Minnesota. On the flip side, our guys are super well rested. We're super energized, and we just came out firing. After the first few minutes, Houston looked sluggish on offense. They had a stretch of like 6 or 7 minutes late in the first, early in the second, where they didn't score a single basket. Oscar J. Basile led the way with 27 on only 14 shots. Very efficient, 6 of 7 from 3. 24 and 19 for Buzz. Story, Dumas, Reddish, Giddey, and Uzoma also in double figures. Uzoma had a double-double. Darius Winston led the scoring for Houston. He had 18 on 23 shots. McDaniels and Martin also had double figures, again, on inefficient shooting. And overall, I mean, this game was just night and day difference between these two teams. The Rockets barely shot 30% from the field. So that'll bring us to Game 2. Houston kind of knows if they don't play well here, they could be in some trouble going back to Houston. Seattle still is not lost yet here in these playoffs, so we'll see if the Rockets make this game a little bit more competitive or if we've got another blowout on tap. Oscar J. Basile is going to be intercepted to start the game. Here comes the Rockets on the fast break. They lead 2-0. Winston inside. Nifty step back. Nice shot from the former Murray State guard. And the Rockets are off to a good first minute as it's 4-0. Giddey gets the screen for Oscar. Tough shot will fall. The Rockets are starting Devontae Graham instead of DeLon Wright at point guard. Graham is the better scorer, and they hope that he can give them some scoring and some much-needed spacing as Tim Hardaway Jr. sinks for 3. And Houston's offense looks, dare I say, pretty good so far as Winston shoots it off the bottom of the backboard. Seattle on the other end. Chukwu Mareshi gets it over to Josh Giddey, the native of Australia, who hits the 3. 7-6 now. Giddey gets the screen from Big Fella. Hoping somebody gets open. It's Buzz Wigginton in the corner. All 3 of Seattle's field goals here in this game have been from beyond the arc. They lead it 7-9. Here comes Devontae Graham, drives inside with the finish. Graham might not be the biggest, only around 6'1", 6'2", but he dunks it home. That shot blocked by Buzz. Seattle with it on the other end. Great pass inside for Oscar J. Basile, who dunks it in, bounces it off his knee, and Seattle is back up ahead. So now it is 13-12. The Rockets have since retaken the lead. Winston with a nice cross-court pass over to THJ, who sinks the 3. Nice shot for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the Rockets' offense is continuing to play, dare I say, pretty well. 17-16. Reddish with the dunk. Seattle leads for the first time today. Reddish had probably his best postseason performance of the year in Game 1 of this series against the Rockets, as there's Sekou Doumbouya, who hits the triple. Sekou puts the Rockets ahead by 2 once again. Seattle's lead ends up being very short-lived. Here comes Kenyon Martin Jr. inside. Nice little pump fake to fool Jalen Smith. He has the Rockets ahead by 4. Seattle looking to get one more shot off. Here's Oscar J. Basile hoping to get open. Oscar at the buzzer. Won't fall as it goes off the front of the rim. 26-22, Houston leads. The Rockets looking a lot better here to start Game 2. So now here comes Seattle here in the second quarter, looking to make some more noise as Buzz throws it down. Buzz Wigginton with an early 7 points, doing more as a scorer in the first half than he did in Game 1, but he's not grabbing nearly as many boards. Brandon Clark throws it down. Nice dunk for the Rockets, and they're back ahead by 4. I really thought this was going to be an uncompetitive series after Game 1, but it's good to see Houston responding back and showing some fight as they get another dunk to lead by 6. Here comes Usman Garuba. No good. Gets his own rebound. There's Devontae Graham wide open for 3. Bang! The Rockets lead by 9. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Nice shot for Devontae Graham. Here comes the Rockets looking to make it a double-digit lead. McDaniels is a wide open man in the corner. It's Tim Hardaway Jr. who hits the 3. Everything is going Houston's way. They lead this one by 12. 36-24. Lob attempt is unsuccessful. Seattle on the fast break. They run the floor better than anyone as Oscar J. Basile makes the layup to bring the lead back within 10. 36-26. Graham hoping to get open. He wanted to get the screen from Şengün earlier, just takes it himself, heaves it up, and it's good. Nice play for Devontae Graham, who has given them a huge spark as a scorer, doing exactly what they wanted to when they, chose to start him today. Nice cut to the basket by Josh Giddey. Good pass from Oscar, and it's 41-30. Oscar's ice cold, looking to break out of that funk as he misses the shot. Reddish with another rebound. He's been an offensive rebound machine here in this first game and a half against the Rockets. 41-32, under 3 to go in the half. Clark sets the screen for Winston, who is the lane wide open and dunks it home. Darius Winston having another good game as a scorer. Good Lord, Oscar J. Basile cocks that one way back and throws it down. What a dunk for the two-time Slam Dunk Contest champion, Oscar J. Basile. And Seattle's making this game a little bit closer. They have the lead within 7. 43-36. Here comes Winston inside. Good defense by Reddish, but the shot still falls anyway. And the Rockets are back up by 9. Houston doing a good job of maintaining the comfortable lead in the second quarter. Another dunk by Oscar J. Basile. This time it's a poster. Clark is the victim, and Brandon Clark has some bunnies. He can get up there, but clearly not on that play. Isaki McDaniels with the slam. Both teams again putting on a dunk show right now as it's 49-40. Oscar J. Basile off the screen, gets some room, kicks and fires for 3. 49-43, here comes Winston inside with a nice crossover on Reddish. Denied by Smith, what a block! Houston gets it back, however. Jackson Hayes, no good. Grabs his own rebound and puts it back. Good play by Jackson Hayes to get the third chance opportunity. 51-43, Seattle looking to cut into this lead before halftime as Reddish gets it at the buzzer. It's good! Cam Reddish brings it within 6 if it counts. The initial ruling on the floor is that it doesn't count, but let's see if that will hold the form. As we take a look at the replay here, it's really close, and I think he barely got it off in the nick of time. So this basket should count, and the lead should be brought to 6, but we'll see if the officials agree with my interpretation of the play.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the basket is overturned and the shot counts, meaning it is a 6-point game. 51-45 going into halftime. Considering we were down by as much as 13 in the second quarter, I feel good about it being a 6-point game, and hopefully we can continue to cut into this lead early in the second half. Sonics open up with the ball. It's Kyril Story with the slam. Quiet first half for Story. He only had 2 points after his huge first half in Game 1. 53-47, Story drives on the other side and throws it down again. Kyril Story getting busy so far here in the third quarter with a pair of dunks, and it's a one-score game. Chukwumereji denies Kenyon Martin Jr. on the other end. Lawson for the tie, no good. That was a big opportunity for the Sonics to make some noise. The Rockets, on the other hand, respond as Darius Winston gets the slam. 58-55 now. Winston's shot will fall. Nice mid-ranger by Darius Winston, who continues to be Houston's best scorer in this series. Even if he's been inefficient, nobody on their team really has been efficient to begin with, as Lorenzo Lawson drives in for the dunk. Lawson's first points of the game. 60-57, Seattle has it within 3. Here is Dumas at the rim, no good. Grabs his own rebound and puts it back for his first points of the day. Even though Chance Dumas hasn't scored, he has given the Sonics some strong, high-energy minutes off the bench, which is what I really like about him. He doesn't have to score to get involved. Lawson with another slam. The Sonics are throwing it down early here in the third, and this deficit is brought to 1. 62-61, around 3 to go in the quarter. It's been a very defensive quarter for the most part, as Brandon Clark with a nice floater inside. Good touch around the basket. And the Rockets are back up by 3. Houston continuing to maintain this lead here in the third quarter. His Hardaway shot is good, despite very strong defense by Chance Dumas. 68-63, under 20 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. Usman Garuba has it tipped away by Reddish. The Sonics with it on the other end. Lawson for 3. It's good. Lorenzo Lawson with 7 here in the third quarter. And the Sonics bring it to 2. 68-66. Devontae Graham brings it up. He gets a good look from 3, but it won't fall. So that'll wrap up the third. The Sonics bring the deficit all the way down to 2. 68-66. The Sonics have only led for about 5 seconds today. We'll see if they can get the lead back early in the fourth. Quick answer, yes! And 1 for Chance Dumas. Seattle would lead for another 5 or so seconds before Houston would make a pair of free throws to make it a 70-69 game. Nice. Nice play by Winston inside. He went for the dunk, changed it to a layup, gets a default. 72-69, Rockets looking good early in the fourth. Hardaway had the wide open 3, but he went for a lob. Bad decision. And then Chukwumereji on the other end gets the basket. If Hardaway makes that open 3, it's a 6-point game. Instead, it's a 1-point game. The Rockets would score 2 more, making it a 3-point lead as Dumas has it inside for the layup. Chance Dumas looking really good here in the second half. and the Sonics are back up by 1. Dumas goes baseline, throws it down. Two-handed slam for Dumas, and the Sonics are ahead by 3. 74-77, Darius Winston has it stripped away. That was Story who plucked at it. Giddey with the steal over to Oscar J. Basilin, who leads Seattle with 20 points. Nice shot for Oscar. Seattle up by 7. Dumas has it denied. Giddey, however, gets it back. Good offensive rebound. On the second chance opportunity, it's Story with the and one dunk. Kyril Story is going to make it a double-digit lead for the Sonics. They are dominating right now in the fourth quarter. It's been a one-sided battle here in quarter number 4 as Chukwumereji blocks Winston at the rim. On the other end, Oscar step back, splash! Oscar J. Basilin hits the 3. It's now a 13-point game with 4.5 to go. The Rockets need a spark. Winston in the corner for Kenyon Martin Jr. He brings it back within 10. 77-87. Dumas with 11 and 8. All 11 have come in the second half. Over to Giddey for a wide-open Kyril Story, who knocks it down from beyond the arc, and it's back to a 13-point game with 3 minutes to go. Winston has it inside, looking for Şengün, but it's tipped and stolen by Chukwumereji on the other end. Dumas with the slam. Great pass by Giddey. Great finish for Dumas, who now has 13 points, all of which have come since the intermission. 81-94, McDaniels is short, grabs his own rebound, heaves up a 3, and it is good. Nice shot for Usaki McDaniels, and Houston has it within 10. They've got to play pretty much perfect basketball here in these next 2 minutes. That starts on this possession. McDaniels with the mismatch makes the layup. We are within 8. Oscar's a good defender, but he can't hold the big fella. 86-94, Winston turnaround jumper is good. The Rockets have it within 6, but there's only 20 seconds. Oscar J. Basilin would be fouled. He would be fouled again off of an inbound, making both free throws, and it's now an 8-point game. The Rockets having trouble with it as it's stolen away by Giddey, and that's pretty much going to wrap up the game. The Sonics are going to dribble off the clock, and they'll take Game 2 here at home, 96-88. And the Seattle Sonics start the second round of the playoffs up 2-0 against the Houston Rockets. Unlike Game 1, this one was really close. The Rockets held the lead for all but 5 seconds through the first 3 quarters, but that chance Dumas and 1 to start the fourth quarter really propelled us there down the stretch. Oscar with 28, our leading scorer. Dumas with 13. He was a beast in the second half. 11, 10, and 8 for Giddey, doing a little bit of everything. Story and Buzz also in the double figures as well. For the Rockets, Darius Winston led the way with 26. Hardaway and Graham also in the double figures. Only 9 for Usaki McDaniels, who's been very underwhelming. Buzz Wigginton has played unbelievable defense on McDaniels so far. So that'll bring us to Games 3 and 4 in the next episode. We are going through the sweep. Hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Before we end the video, I just want to point out that I have a new outro. So let me know what you think of that down below in the comments. Peace out.